Aloha and welcome, foolish mortals. This is Emily,
And Clayton, your ghost hosts. And
your
today,
tropical ghost hosts.
I was trying to think of a way to do that. We are doing some homework. We're learning about the history of Aulani because what is a vacation in the Make It Magical household? Except,
Without doing your research first.
except another reason to learn something more about the Disney experience.
There's always more to learn,
So
Clayton.
without further ado, Emily,
It's time to make it magical. We're in the process of getting packed, getting ready to go, hop on a jet plane tomorrow. But when you're listening to this, we'll already be back home.
yes.
And we'll have had all of our magical Aulani experiences.
It is pre-record time, even though I said let's just record this after. Emily's been insistent
No.
that we record before because how could I ever appreciate my stay at the Aulani Resort without knowing all the details behind the scenes? To which I replied, I could enjoy it very much. Thank you very much. And she said, absolutely not acceptable.
You need to know all the details before we go.
I wouldn't be surprised as if when we do our Disney Treasure cruise next
Have
year.
we announced we're even doing
Well,
that?
it's too late now because it's out in the open. Who knows what's going on? This is technically the second time we started this episode because randomly, the first time ever, the recording station in front of me decided just to randomly turn off.
Blacked out on us.
Haven't seen that problem before.
Maybe that's a sign of good luck.
Hoping it doesn't happen again. No idea what happened.
Hey, Clayton,
So-
all I can say is probably by the end of this, after you've learned so much about Aulani, all the great Imagineering that went into this beautiful, beautiful, magical, wonderful resort, you're going to be saying mahalo to me.
Okay. If you want to be like us and you want to go to Aulani, well, look no further than the travel agent who specializes in Disney travel to my right. That would be Emily, who is my travel agent extraordinaire.
Absolutely.
You can follow her on Instagram and all her travel agent tips, tricks, hints. You can hit her up for some booking. If you just want to hit her up, go to @makeitmagical_travel on Instagram. Email us makeitmagicalpod@gmail.com.
Or if you just want to follow along on any of our future Disney trips or just regular life and what's like podcasting week to week, you can follow our regular account at Make It Magical Pod on Instagram.
Yeah, it's glamorous. It's a very glamorous life being a podcaster.
Glam. Clayton lives a glam life.
I live a glamorous life. Walk the red carpets.
Our cats live a glamorous life.
Yeah,
That's
those
for
little
sure.
punks. Those little punks. Okay. There's no other mousekeeping, of course, because this is whatever. So I think we can go straight into what we'll do.
Oh, we're not going to mention the giveaway.
Oh my goodness. I see that's where the confusion has happened since we had this weird random meltdown, which I'm hoping does not happen again. Yes, Patreon side. Let's not forget Patreon. This week's Patreon shout out belongs to drumroll, please. This is David. He's on Instagram. You can follow him along. Go follow him at the Disney Aficionado on over on Instagram.
Mhm.
Longtime follower to Make a Magical Podcast.
Longtime friend. Also.
Longtime friend, longtime travel client friend also. So he is using your expertise to get him to Disneyland for the first time ever
It's been very
in
exciting.
this coming holiday season, I believe.
We've been planning it for quite a while, so I'm very eager to get him there finally and experience it for himself.
Pretty soon he's going to be like, wow, Disneyland is the star. Everything else is just second fiddle.
And
I'm just kidding.
it's just an extra magical place that you can't find in any of the other Disney parks, but doesn't make any of the other ones less magical.
'Cause it's
Just
literally
a very special
So what
place.
you might say is what I said
Okay, enough.
is factually
Calm
correct.
down. It's not a competition.
Factually correct is what I believe is what I said. So let's get into what we'll do this week. Oh, I still forgot to mention what we were doing, even with the Patreon stuff. Wow. I'm so confused. What day is it? Where
Who
am
am
I?
I?
What's going on? So on the Patreon side, there's also one other
Oh my
announcement,
gosh.
which Emily's
We're ready to go on
specific
vacation.
look.
Someone get us on a plane.
I'm
Let's
telling
relax.
you, it was the equipment's fault. It's all the equipment's fault. Patreon side, we have news coming. We'll probably do this next week because we forgot to do it and forgot to put together.
Oopsie.
But we have some new Make It Magical swag coming. We're going to redo anniversary gifts, kind of how we're going to just kind of give back to our Patreon members for supporting us. So all that will be coming. We will put more information out next week from whenever this releases.
Yes.
You get it. You're in the main timeline. We're in some weird random Make It Magical continuity.
We're in the Twilight Zone right
because
now.
Emily refuses to let me go on a vacation without being in the know.
I'm letting you get all your work done before the vacation, and then you can really relax. And when you come home, this episode's already done.
I still would have to edit it.
Well,
So that still work technically. Well, when you put it like that. So
I think you've covered everything.
I think I've covered everything now
I think
3
we
or
can
4
proceed.
times. All right, now let's officially get into what would Walt do.
Okay. So I told Clayton after I had finished all the research for this episode today, Joe Rohde, without a doubt, he is a pure genius. I already knew this after all of his work on Animal Kingdom as a whole, Pandora and Animal Kingdom. He's also the lead designer, project manager of Aulani.
You know, he
so
also
this is only even further instilled, without a doubt, pure genius.
He also did your favorite ride in California Adventure, Emily, which is Guardians of the Galaxy.
And honestly,
all right,
the reason it's so good is because he is behind that. I'm convinced.
Was he a consultant for it, or was he like the main?
He was tasked to work on it, and he basically
because that was the same time
puzzled on how can I make this work.
He was doing that at the same time as doing Pandora.
He's also puzzled on how to make the world of Avatar fit into Animal Kingdom, and he did it.
Okay, now read the quote.
His quote. I like the idea that several of the projects that I've been involved with have a non-entertainment payback within them. And this quote is in relation to him reflecting on both the conservation program linked to my favorite Walt Disney World park, Disney's Animal Kingdom, and the immersion of Aulani guests in authentic Hawaiian language, art, music, and culture. And I have the Imagineering story, the book version, to thank for this great little tidbit from Joe Rohde.
Well, let's talk about some history.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm just sitting on pins and needles over here trying to figure out what happened with the technical mumbo jumbo that sits in front of us to the point that it all just randomly shut off. But the lights didn't shut off and they are on the same strip. So I'm super duper confused. But
maybe you should focus on
let's focus on Aulani. I'm sorry, but that I am the behind the scenes director and editor of this show, and I kind of have to worry about that. So I'm a man of many hats. I'm currently wearing a hat, but let's get into the history of Aulani.
You're a man of many hats like Joe Rohde.
I don't have any earrings though. I'm a man of no earrings.
No.
In 2007, which was
I was in middle school.
I graduated in 2007. I was 18 in 2007, and that was 18 years ago.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh was right. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Ooh. I'm having a bit of a emotional breakdown about this. 18 years ago that was. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Sorry for the emotional breakdown.
Are you okay over there?
No, I'm not. I'm breaking down. I don't understand. That's crazy. 18...
Well, this is where Aulani's story starts. 2007.
Man, sorry.
Are you crying?
I don't know. This really hit me hard.
Youth, where'd it go?
My youth, exactly. Disney announced that it would be one of their most ambitious projects yet. They weren't planning for theme park expansion. No. But rather quite the opposite. They were looking to further secure the bag. This would be a standalone resort completely removed from their successful buffer of their parks, their cruise ships, their travels by Disney, their movies, their things, their TV shows.
This is just its own thing.
Now we have all-inclusive-ish resorts.
It's not all-inclusive.
I know.
That is a pretty big move to build a resort that's entirely separated from anything else that's Disney. It is actually a gamble for them.
The magic of Disney mixed with the rich beauty and culture of Hawaii sounds like the perfect match, but in reality, this was a risky move. While fans were thrilled, Hawaiians weren't too pleased with the news. Totally understood on that one. Locals
Mhm.
were already concerned about the overdevelopment of their home, and many had an intense fear that welcoming Disney would lead to further commercialization of the Hawaiian culture.
Do not blame them whatsoever for
I do not blame
being
them at all.
not necessarily welcoming in Disney with open
Yeah,
arms.
I can't really blame them on this
Yeah.
one. In an effort to release that doubt and prove their true intentions, Disney proceeded by creating an advisory council of Hawaiian elders to guide the development of this project. It was of the utmost importance to Disney that every element of the resort be as authentic as possible, from the design of the building, the naming of the restaurants, and even the smallest details that the average guest, probably me, would never ever spot until I just literally did this homework assignment that is me talking in your
See, now
ears.
you'll get to point all of it out to me when we're actually there.
But
Like, I
see,
know about this,
see,
Emily.
okay,
I know this.
let's pause here because this is my life with Emily. I love her dearly.
Isn't it the best?
I love her dearly.
Like,
And this
isn't it the best?
it's
That
the
requires a response.
it's the absolute best. What will happen very frequently is that I will be given spoon-fed portions of Disney history, and then not really expected, but it brightens her day up when we're at certain places and I utilize those facts and she goes, "Oh, you do love it." I was like,
You do love it.
"See what I'm dealing with here?"
You got really excited when you learned that we're going to be going. We'll be in a room, a very small room at that. And Tony Baxter will be talking to us.
This
You got very excited by
Okay,
that. And
well,
you're like,
this
Tony
is not
Baxter,
fair. This
get
is
those tickets right now.
this is not fair.
There was no
to me.
arguing.
This is not fair. This is not
You get
fair.
excited about the big
This
names.
is not fair. This is not fair. I would like everyone to know that I unequivocally am just a normal human being that's
This is normal.
trying to make his wife the happiest person on the planet.
People like it when others are passionate about things.
And you are
There's
very
so many
passionate.
times
And you
in
are very
life
passionate.
when people are too serious about everything. It's nice for a change when people are passionate and they're
Yeah.
just like, you know what? I
And
really
you-
like this thing and I'm not going to apologize for it.
And you're very passionate. And I'm
And
very
you, by osmosis,
very
are also
passionate.
passionate.
I'm very passionate about making you the happiest woman on planet Earth.
But see, you know
And
what?
I know what makes you happy. And I'm good at filling that role.
But the greatest gift
No,
out of all
no,
this,
stop.
Clayton,
No. I've already said my piece. I've said everything that needs to be said on this
this
matter.
is true. You can't argue it. The greatest gift out of everything with this podcast is now that you really do understand the true significance, the historical impact that Disneyland has had. It's you did, I don't think you quite knew even when you first started dating me. Now you understand because you get
Let's-
emotional at certain parts in the park that you never would have in the past.
Let's zip those lips,
No,
lady.
let me reveal
because
all your
You're
secrets.
revealing things that are supposed to be kept behind closed doors. So zip those lips.
Hey, it's just
Zip,
it's just
zip.
us and our friends here, Clayton. It's all
Zip it.
okay. It's a
Zip
safe
it.
place.
Zip it. Zip it. Now,
They'll keep your secret.
zip.
Keep your secret that you really are just as passionate as me.
No.
Maybe even cuckooer.
I don't think that would be the case because
You're cuckoo and
if
coconuts.
we had my way, we would not be recording this right now. I would be sitting on the floor watching football. But you want me to know and be the most prepared for a vacation I've ever
But
been.
now that you're doing this, you're like, football schmutball.
Well, the Steelers won today. I think, at least I had to turn the game off with 10 seconds left to go, but they won. It's a pretty good day. Dodgers won the World Series last night. That's not so great, but whatever. This is not a sports podcast.
No, it's not.
This is really confusing because people are like, the Dodgers won the World Series 2 weeks ago. In this timeline, they won it last night.
Okay, I think everyone gets it.
Do they? Because I can make it more confusing. Now, if any of the elders weren't happy with a particular choice, there were no ifs, ands, or buts. And that it also wouldn't be Disney approved. Now, in 2010, Disney released.
That sounded a little confusing.
In
If
2010.
there was any kind of pushback
Yes.
from the Hawaiian elders,
Are you saying that I don't know how to
Disney
read?
would not go through with it. They would have to reevaluate and change their plans. So they were taking this very seriously. They were actually willing to listen to the advice and the guidance.
Okay. 2010, Disney released the resort's official name to the public. Aulani. Aulani traditionally means a messenger of a chief. someone who delivers messages from a higher authority. The name is fitting as the resort serves as a messenger of the higher authority that is Hawaii, its spirit, and its culture. This resort would open to the public on August 29th, 2011. And a young Emily looked at it, dreamed, and then
but
guess
thought
what?
I would never get to go.
And then guess what, baby?
I'm finally going. I'm not even kidding when I said I never thought I would be able to go, Clayton.
We just dust off these bad boys.
It's a dream.
And guess who made that happen? It looks
so beautiful. Oh, I can't wait. Don't worry, you'll hear lots about this. We're gonna have many Aulani episodes after this.
Oh no!
Yes.
What do you mean many? How many are we talking about here? In any case, this was met with resounding praise, rave reviews, and was deemed an instant success. This is located on the island of Oahu within Ko'olina, the Ko'olina area of the island. Ko'olina actually means place of joy. Part of an original royal land division, Ko'olina was once a sacred area for Hawaiian monarchs and leaders to rest and unwind.
Oh, yeah. I included a few pieces of concept art of what they envisioned Aulani to look like. And from all the pictures I've seen, it's very true to this.
Oahu's the main island, right?
Hawaii's the big island. Wait, what do you mean?
I booked the tickets to the right place. We're going to Honolulu, right?
Yeah, Honolulu's on Oahu.
Freaking out.
Uh-oh.
Panicking. Just check in here. Let's see. Going to Honolulu, right? That's the right place.
Yes,
that's
we're going to the
that's
correct
where we're
place.
supposed to be flying. Woo!
Oh man, why did that just
I
pop
don't
in
know.
your head?
Because I have anxiety when it comes to travel like that, and you can tell the story when we went to go see the Taylor Swift concert a year and a half ago, or whatever that was.
And I have anxiety about literally everything else.
And I have this random weird travel
You have
anxiety.
a very specific set of anxiety.
Yeah,
about
I have a very
things.
specific, and it's about whether or not we're going to make our flight.
Oh, gosh.
And did I book the tickets to the right location? But
Rest easy, Clayton.
rest easy. We are going to the right location.
Rest easy. Now we're going to talk about the design.
Let's
of
talk
Aulani.
about the design. Aulani was designed by a team entirely led by a former Imagineer, Disney legend, earring enthusiast, and former Hawaii resident, Joe Rohde.
I didn't know he used to live on Hawaii.
Neither did
I
I.
learned that from the Imagineering story. Thanks, Leslie Iwerks.
You're the best.
She is the best.
Imagineering worked closely with local artisans and cultural experts to create a place that truly embodies the customs and traditions of Hawaii, while also incorporating natural elements to convey the resort's connection with the natural wonders of the island.
Fun fact.
Aulani has one of the world's largest collection of contemporary Hawaiian art. To Joe Rohde, it wasn't about just putting a Disney-fied experience in Hawaii. It was so much more meaningful and deeper than that. His approach was the tasteful blending of elements of native Hawaiian culture with Disney influences and characters, and an approach similar to his work on Disney's Animal Kingdom.
And if that's any indication, the original vision for Animal Kingdom, if you walked around that park, you know Aulani's going to be good if they're using the same kind of vision in mind.
Similar to that park, conservation and environmental awareness were of high importance. Inspired by the Hawaiians' deep relationship with nature, the design team implemented a broad array of green technologies. Yeah. Of green technologies and elements that
you
promote.
You almost get annoyed when I correct you. Do you want me to?
No, I want to sound like a
not?
doofus. Array is an array is like a list in Python. An array is a computer term to some extent.
We're not talking about computer terms right now.
I used to work in arrays in the sense of when I went to school, I did a lot of array work.
Fascinating.
And I was like, cool, nerd, doofus.
Computer nerd.
Go fix the printer. That's pretty much what I get here.
What? Don't lump me in with that.
If I had to count on one finger how many times, on one hand, that's not even possible.
One finger.
If I had to count on one hand, which is not possible, the amount of times I had to fix a printer in this house, it'd be a lot, which I don't know where I'm going with this.
It'd be more fingers than you have.
It'd be more fingers than I have. Inspired by the Hawaiians' deep relationship with nature, the design team implemented a broad array of green technologies and elements that promote sustainability, energy efficiency, and eco consciousness. In 2013, Aulani obtained LEED Silver certification for implementing environmentally friendly construction practices in building systems. Aulani was actually the first resort in Hawaii to obtain the prestigious environmental certification.
You go, Aulani.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
Now it's time for everyone's favorite portion of this show, the details.
They
and what do we
matter.
always say?
The details matter.
Yes, the majority of information in this section will really just be coming straight from the man himself, Joe Rohde.
Mainly from his Instagram
Mostly
account.
from his Instagram.
That I like to lurk on.
Because if you
Not
lurk
creepily.
if you lurk on his
just admiringly.
Emily's like, he
Genius.
wrote a novel in an Instagram post. And I'm like, I can't even write 4 words in an Instagram post without
So
wanting to throw my phone.
Oh, genius.
The
Genius
details
mind.
are before you even land. Oh, you don't say.
I do.
Joe Rohde.
Joe Rohde says, not me.
Wait, you land. Joe Rohde was once taught by one of his mentors.
Why'd you sound confused?
I'm gonna try to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Joe Rohde was once taught by one of his mentors, and I have since told the same to his teams, his own teams. If you've done the job right, you should be able to identify a narrative placed by its theme from the airplane before you even landed. Flying overhead, the eye will notice the stark difference between Aulani and the neighboring resorts. The standard and typical aesthetic is for white beachfront buildings, where Aulani is painted with color derived from soil samples collected within a 3-mile radius. This sounds like Joe Rohde to a T.
Oh, yeah.
This signifies an ode to the indigenous inhabitants' importance and attachment to the land. Whether from sky or wandering around the resort, the building's design are stunning with all the wood accents and use of natural colors, which complement the natural surroundings perfectly.
Man, how cool is that?
It's just so cool. Let's move to the lobby. According to Rohde, Aulani's lobby, named Maka'ala,
Oh, good job.
means the pathway of the eyes, but also means open your eyes and look. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes, Clayton, and look.
I'm going to be getting that a lot. Emily, I'm trying to take a nap on the beach. Open your eyes, man. No, I'm trying to take a nap.
Check out those details.
The design of the lobby was meant to drive home to the point that this resort is somewhere more special, more meaningful, and clearly more artful, somewhere important. The Maka'ala main lobby has a curved archway reminiscent of traditional Hawaiian canoe houses, and is where the Aulani logo gets its design.
I actually didn't know that. I've seen this logo, I don't know how many times. Didn't realize it's because of the actual main lobby and that it relates to the importance of canoe houses in Hawaii.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah. One other thing that Joe Rohde had pointed out about the lobby design is the shape of it is also similar to maybe what you'd see in a church setting. So again, you're walking into this really big space and you immediately get the sense of, wow, this is really a much deeper and more meaningful place. It has importance. It's not like somewhere else.
He also stated that the layout and how you exit the lobby is all designed with deeper meaning. The past ancestors tradition are all inward toward the mountains called Mauka, and the future innovation, change, and birth are outward towards the ocean called Maki. Makai. So you're facing Makai, the sea, and your future as you walk through the door.
And the future is Aulani for me.
And the future...
Man, what? Like...
And the future includes a Mai Tai and me reading a book on the beach. Yeah.
But seriously, the level of detail that goes into the planning of this, how thought out all of this is.
Yeah.
My mind is blown.
Yeah. The future is my
this
future.
Is the future, your vacation.
My
is
future
waiting.
is just opening up in front of me. Mai Tais and the beach.
I'm just waiting for this moment. I pictured this in my head because I know the setup, and this is what you just described. It's you go through the lobby and then you exit out and then you get this beautiful view of the entire. I'm gonna cry, not to be over dramatic or anything. I will cry probably, Clayton, the second we walk out of those doors because I know we're there.
Okay. Well, when you walk out of that lobby and are greeted with the most stunning view, which is technically what you kind of wrote, even though it's a typo, stunning view, you will find the heart of Aulani, a lush and vibrant oasis called the Waikohole Valley, named for its mischievous waters. He also revealed that this space, taken up by the lobby and neighboring towers, are representative of the masculinity on the right and femininity on the left. This symbolizes the Hawaiian form of yin and yang. There's more complexity to this besides male and female, but the Hawaiian words for this dynamic are hina for female and ku for male. There are clues all around where some of them are more obvious and others are more nuanced.
Yeah, so think left side of the resort is one gender, other side of the resort, the other gender.
I see.
What?
Heaven forbid I went to the Aulani without
You
knowing
would
any
never,
of this.
we would never know any of this if we went there.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if we did one of the tours, they would tell us.
Which we know 100% that we're going to do. You've already said it.
Of course.
When we were getting ready, she's like, you have to install the Aulani app. I was like, do I? And she's like, well, it tells you the activities. I'm like, well, I think.
What activities? I thought I was
I'm
just
like,
relaxing.
yeah, I'm like, what activities are there? She's like, well, there's like a fire pit.
They do fire pit storytelling.
And then she's like, and there's a tour.
They do an art tour around the resort. They do a nature tour. This is all included as you being a guest, by the way.
Am I going to walk around this tour with Mai Tai?
That's probably allowed. It's in the afternoon. I don't think they would think twice about it.
The center of the lobby features a 12 by 12 foot compass rose embedded in the floor. The 4 points of the compass do not point to the traditional north, south, east, or west. Instead, they correspond to the directions the ancient Hawaiians relied upon. Up is toward the sea, down points toward the mountainside. The left arrow corresponds to the feminine side of the resort, made of lava with a smooth finish, and the right to the masculine side, made of lava with a rough finish.
So yes, we need to pay attention to this, Clayton, because you'll notice there's lots of rock work out by the pools, the water areas. So that's what it's saying. You got to pay attention. The feminine side is nice and smooth. Male side, very rough and rugged.
Okay. And
It's
with
the details, it's the subtle details.
just the details.
It's like a big transition.
It's absolutely
a transition
crazy.
from
It's
male
insane.
to female through the whole resort.
It's absolutely insane. Who would have guessed? Now, within the lobby is a 200-foot long mural paying tribute to the Hawaiian history, depicting the transmission of culture and life from the ancients to the moderns. The mural surrounds the lobby space, acting like a lei garland around the neck of the visitor. If you look closely at the mural, you'll notice a secret pattern of zigzag triangles, which are meant to imitate a band of traditional tattoos. Yes, Mrs. Interrupter.
How poetic. It's like a lei around visitors. How cool is that? Did you just call me Miss Interrupter?
Yeah.
You just kept going. You're supposed to pause.
I was coming to the end of the sentence.
Well, I was too excited.
We weren't even at the end
No,
of the
you started a new sentence, liar.
Hold on. Let me just remove that period there.
Clayton, you started a new
Now
sentence.
it's a comment. It's a comma. So now it's
Okay, so we need to pay attention, Clayton. This is on our to-do list. We need to look for the pattern of zigzag triangles that's meant to mimic traditional Hawaiian tattoos.
okay. Artist Martin
Charlotte.
Charlotte. What'd I say?
Charlotte. That's what you said first.
Sorry. Conceived and painted the lobby mural. His father was friends with Walt Disney. Sometime after the release of Snow White, his father wrote the first critical essay stating that animation was high art. And so Walt invited him to teach composition to his first generation of animators. Huh. So you're saying that animation is high art.
Yeah.
What
He was
about
defending it after Snow White. He was so impressed. He needed to make a big point out of it.
why don't you want to watch some high art with me in the form of anime?
I said I like Studio Ghibli. Or Ghibli. Some people say Ghibli.
So if we wanted to watch like a series that wasn't like so screamy,
People aren't screaming that I can handle it. I just realized it's like an internal, I immediately get anxious. I'm a high functioning, highly anxious person. And I realize that is one of my things that makes me go a little crazy.
so no screaming.
No, I can't handle it.
Okay. I'll find something.
And I've said, I think anime is high art. I appreciate the animation and artistry behind it. Just can't handle the screaming.
You would
Puts me on edge.
I think you would love Infinity Castle, the movie. Except you're missing about 3 seasons of backstory.
Okay.
To it. Joe Rohde said that Alice Davis shared how Mark Davis actually learned his famous composition style from those lectures.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Oh,
Later, the Charlotte family had close ties to the Rohde family, and the son, Martin Charlotte, I
Charlotte.
keep saying his name differently, was a working artist, so Joe Rohde commissioned the mural from him.
How cool.
That's
it goes
so
full
cool.
circle. It started with the father basically becoming friends with Walt Disney and having a huge impact on the company as a whole, to later his son and that whole family becoming friends with the Rhodey family. So now
Crazy.
Joe Rhodey found out the son is an artist. Hey, let's get him involved in
Let's
Aulani. I
do it.
love all that. How
Let's
cool.
talk the Pico Stone. Everyone should take a moment from in their visit to Aulani and go to the Pico Stone.
By the way, you should probably say this is all a quote from Joe Rhodey.
This is all a quote from Joe Rhodey. Pico is Hawaiian for navel. The stone is the spiritual navel of the site, established by Auntie Nettie Tiffany, the kahu, or spiritual gatekeeper of this area. She picked the spot before we had done any construction or even broken ground, and then we redid the area development pattern to preserve it and give it a quiet space. This is not a theme park thing or a designer thing or a Disney thing. It's a real Hawaiian shrine, as real as anything in any of the islands. You don't need to do anything there, but it's worth standing there for a minute and reflecting on the fact that the very heart of the resort is something more real than the resort itself.
Oh, how beautiful. Pico
Absolutely.
Stone. We need to go find it.
Let's talk about.
Wait, I'm still talking about the
sorry.
Pico Stone. Why are you in such a hurry? Relax, man. Get into Aulani vibes.
I would be relaxed if we were there. We're not there yet. I'm still
relax.
high strung.
Taking all this
The
information.
vacation hasn't started until we get on the airplane.
On.
And we're not on the airplane yet.
Don't you think this is so beautiful?
Let's go back to island time, man.
Pico Stone. Clayton, isn't this beautiful?
It's beautiful,
They
man.
redid their plans to make sure this little spot would not be messed
What's
with.
this little green thing in front of it?
That's just part of the shrine.
Oh, okay.
I'm not an expert on this at all, and I will never claim to be.
Okay.
All I know is what I have written, but I think that's just part of like adding to it as being a shrine.
I see. Okay. The Olelo room. This space is just one of many examples around the resort that have a bigger purpose than simple serving you as a guest.
Oh, that's supposed to be simply serving.
Oh, simply
Sorry.
serving you. It's one of the on-property lounges, but with the intention to celebrate Hawaiian language. Rhodey and his team of Imagineers envisioned the space with the sole goal to turn language from being a barrier into a bridge between people. He recognized that visitors experience anxiety and overwhelming when it comes to visiting new places.
Overwhelming and overwhelm.
And overwhelm.
They can find it overwhelming.
Yeah. When they come to visit a new place because of the language gap. He wanted to completely remove those hazards through the Olelo room. The Olelo means word.
We're definitely going to be hanging out
Word.
here. This is where you can get your Mai Tai, Clayton.
Okay. Every object in the room is labeled in Hawaiian: chairs, walls, windows, even the bartender's jacket. Plus, there are pronunciation guides posted on the walls, and there are 100 card objects with their Hawaiian names displayed throughout the space. But most importantly, people who work the bar are native Hawaiian speakers. I have been told this was the first venue in any resort ever to have a native Hawaiian language requirement.
This was all a quote from Joe
This is
Rhodey,
all
by
a
the way.
quote.
This isn't Clayton stating
Yeah,
that I have been told.
I've been told. Sources are telling me that this.
It's a big deal, though. He made quite a point of it on Instagram
Mm.
and in all of his posts for this to be a space entirely made up of people who speak the native language.
The space is meant to highlight the bringing together of cultures where there is a welcoming feeling and inclusion for all.
Oh, don't you love this kind of messaging?
This is
Beautiful.
crazy good.
I think I've said beautiful 10 times.
Now let's talk about the menehune. In keeping with Hawaiian culture, rather than placing hidden Mickeys, which I'm sure you can still find, Imaginary carefully placed over 300 hidden...
Wait, rewind. Over 300?
Over 300 hidden menehune
There you go.
throughout the buildings and the grounds. Now, what are the menehune, you are probably asking yourself? Well, we're glad you asked.
Yes, thank you for that.
They are legendary and an important part of Hawaiian folklore. They are said to be about 2 to 3 feet tall, are shy and mischievous, and gifted craftspeople. They are believed to come out at night and build things such as bridges or canoes. Sometimes if you're walking around and find mysterious half-finished projects, it's said to be the handiwork of the menehune. You have to keep your eyes peeled around the resort because they are hidden all over, and many are concealed at levels where only the smallest guests can find them.
All right, so Clayton, you remember I'm probably going to be reminding you, keep those eyes peeled, mister.
But I'm like the tallest
We
of
need
the
to find all
guests.
300.
All right. A final word from the man himself.
Do you not not think there's over 300 hidden?
I think it's very
How
cool.
neat.
It's very neat.
Most
Everything
people
is neat.
don't even know. My parents didn't know. So I asked them. I booked their Aulani trip
Yeah.
a couple years back. And I said, did you look for the Menehune?
Well, you should have
They
made
said
them go
no.
through the Aulani crash course here. What was wrong with you? That's maybe the travel agent fault.
I'll make it an optional
Yeah.
choice. I'm not going to force anyone who books with me to take my crash course. You're going to be quizzed before you go.
That's the nice thing about the podcast is like, hey, we have episodes about almost all of that.
I can just revert back, go listen to this episode to prep.
Oh, you
want
to go to Aulani? Well, guess what? Just go look at episodes 168 through 170.
And most importantly, make sure to look for the Menehune when you go. They're just waiting.
As we're getting ready to head off on our first Aulani vacation. Again, the timelines are crazy. There's no better way to end this episode than with Joe Rohde's closing thoughts after his last visit to Aulani. I know that people who already know Aulani love it, but this message is for those who have never been. Those who might say, oh, I don't like big resorts, or no, I don't want to go to Disney when I go to Hawaii.
No, I don't want Disney when I go to Hawaii. Very important.
It's just another Polynesian themed hotel, or I go to Maui. Or even, why go to Hawaii? We go to the Bahamas, the Keys, the Caribbean. Give it up. It's not all what you think. Hawaii is not just a beach, it's a cultural destination defined by Hawaiians, and Aulani, like it or not, is one of the best places to learn what that might mean. There are museums, cultural centers, historical sites, but nothing at this scale that is so emphatically experimental.
Experiential.
I'm not
even Joe Rohde's tripping you up.
I'm not as smart as Joe Rohde. Well, I'm probably as smart of him, but in a very, very different vein. He's got the kind of book smarts that I only could wish to have. I don't know what that's supposed to even mean.
You're my Joe Rohde.
And you're my Alice Davis.
That doesn't work.
You're
my Mark Davis then.
You're my Kim Irvine.
I'm your Lillian to Walt.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Emphatically experiential.
There we go. Narrative and family friendly, and so exclusively focused on Hawaiians. Just dive in, stay for a while, and see. By the way, this is not a paid advertisement. I'm retired. I say what I please. I think he said what he pleased even when he worked for the company. But
he always said what he pleased.
He's retired. He's been retired a long time.
He did actually come back as like an advisory role as a consultant to Imagineering.
Yeah.
I think specifically for tropical Americas to help with the guidance on that and what to do with the future of Animal Kingdom. I respect him. He's very vocal. He makes a point to make things matter. And will go the extra mile to do so.
Okay.
As evidenced by literally everything in this episode.
And that's been
the history and details, fun facts, all you need to know before you go to Aulani to really appreciate the detail, the work, the artistry that goes into a place like this. It's not just a Disney resort in Hawaii. It's much more. And I think that's usually probably, as Joe Rohde said, he probably gets that a lot. It's like, why would I go to stay at a Disney resort if I'm going all the way to Hawaii? And people probably think it's just everything Disney every way you look, but it's not one of those resorts. It's very subtle Disney magic, but the root of it, the intention, the message is to immerse you within Hawaiian culture, learn something, appreciate where you are, and it's a love letter to Hawaii and to help you learn about it, the people who've been there, the inhabitants, indigenous people, all of that. That's so important. It's really admirable to try and execute a project in this way and stick to that vision.
I can't wait to experience it.
I can't either. All right, see, Clayton. Okay, I'm waiting for that word I said I'm probably going to get from you at the end.
What word is that? Oh, mahalo.
Oh, you're so welcome. Aren't you glad you learned all this before going?
Oh, I'm so glad I learned all of this before going.
You can go find the Pika Stone, find all the Menehune.
So fun fact.
Admire everything in the lobby. Why are you looking at sports stuff right now?
I'm not. Fun fact. I would have learned all this when we were there because you would have shown me.
It's not the same.
I'm sorry.
We need to look at the masculine and feminine sides of the resort and all the details that go with it. Even Joe Rohde, I didn't include this, but he said if you were to stop on every single floor on different sides of the hotel,
Uh-huh.
the artwork on the walls goes with the masculine and feminine yin and yang Hawaiian form that this is. Ugh. I
Okay.
would never notice that if I didn't know.
Well, I can't wait to experience it from my partial beach view
With that Mickey Mai Tai
with
in
my
hand.
Mickey Mai Tai in hand. Okay,
Oh,
well, this has
man.
been your short guide to Aulani. Next week we'll have trip report. And we'll have much more in depth stuff about Aulani. Some of us will probably have to keep notes.
I can keep notes.
I'm on vacation, baby.
I'm always working.
No notes.
Clayton.
No notes. I just can read my book on the beach. The Mai Tai.
Oh boy. And I'm gonna be slaving away scripting.
Whoa, okay.
just kidding.
Don't put that evil on
I'm
me.
kidding. I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about here?
I'm like, please give it to me.
All right. We'll be back next week. Thank you so much for listening. Again, Patreon shout out this week. David, thanks for supporting. We appreciate you. Appreciate all our patrons. We appreciate all of our listeners. We're so happy to have you along with us coming up on the end of the year here. But
man.
yeah. Thanks. And I think with that, Emily,
remember to be kind to each other and
let's make it magical.
And one other thing, Clayton. We're going to Aulani.
We're going to Aulani.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I'm out of here.